Welcome to this journey through time, exploring the incredible story of the United Kingdom. From its ancient roots to its global empire, from royal crowns to modern politics, the UK has shaped world history in powerful ways. In this video, we'll travel through centuries of wars, revolutions, discoveries, and culture. Whether you love history, politics, or simply want to understand the UK better, this full documentary has something for you. The United Kingdom, or the UK, is a country located off the northwestern coast of mainland Europe. It includes four nations: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The capital city is London, a global center of finance, politics, and culture. The UK is an island nation made up of two main islands, Great Britain and the northern part of the island of Ireland. The people of the UK come from a wide range of ethnic backgrounds and cultures, making it one of the most diverse nations in Europe today. The story of the UK begins thousands of years ago. Early humans lived in the British Isles as far back as 800,000 years ago. By around 4000 BC, people were farming the land and building monuments like Stonehenge. In ancient times, tribes called the Celts lived throughout the region. These Celtic tribes had their own languages and traditions. They were spiritual people, believing in nature and a range of gods and spirits. Their history was passed down orally by storytellers and druids. In 43 AD, the Romans invaded Britain under Emperor Claudius. They brought roads, cities, laws, and architecture. The most famous example is Hadrian's Wall in the north of England, built to protect Roman territory from Scottish tribes. The Romans stayed for about 400 years, and their influence shaped Britain for centuries. However, they never conquered all of the island. The wild lands of modern-day Scotland remained largely outside Roman control. After the Romans left, Britain faced waves of invasions. Germanic tribes called the Anglo-Saxons and Jutes arrived from Europe. It created several small kingdoms and laid the foundation for the English language and customs. In the 8th and 9th centuries, Viking raiders from Scandinavia attacked and later settled in parts of Britain. The Anglo-Saxons and Vikings often fought, but sometimes lived peacefully together. Eventually, a strong king named Alfred the Great began to unite England and resist the Vikings. In 1066, England changed forever when William the Conqueror, the Duke of Normandy in France, invaded. He defeated King Harold at the Battle of Hastings and became King of England. The Normans brought a new ruling class, new architecture like castles, and a new language that heavily influenced English. This period saw the beginning of feudalism in England and the building of many powerful institutions that still exist today. The medieval period in the UK was marked by kings, knights, castles, and religious influence. The church was very powerful and most people were deeply religious. Society was organized by strict class systems. Important events like the signing of the Magna Carta in 1215 laid the foundation for modern democracy. England also fought long wars like the 100 Years' War with France and the Wars of the Roses, which were internal battles for the throne. In 1485, the Tudor dynasty began with Henry VII. His son, Henry VIII, is one of the most famous British kings. He had 6 wives and broke away from the Catholic Church, creating the Church of England. His daughter, Elizabeth I, became queen in 1558 and led England through a golden age. Her time was known for the defeat of the Spanish Armada, exploration of the New World, and great writers like William Shakespeare. After Elizabeth died without children, the Stuart dynasty took over. King James VI of Scotland became James I of England, uniting the crowns. However, tensions grew between the monarchy and Parliament. In 1642, civil war broke out between King Charles I and Parliament. The war ended with the king's execution and the rule of Oliver Cromwell. For a short time, England became a republic. But monarchy returned in 1660 with Charles II. In 1688, the Glorious Revolution removed King James II and brought in William and Mary. This event was largely peaceful and established Parliament's power over the monarchy. The Bill of Rights of 1689 gave rights to citizens and helped create a constitutional monarchy. These changes laid the groundwork for modern democracy in the UK. In the 1700s, the UK became a powerful empire. It had colonies in North America, the Caribbean, Africa, and Asia. The Industrial Revolution began in Britain, changing how goods were made and creating great wealth. Cities grew, and new technologies like the steam engine transformed society. But life was also hard for many workers, including children. Britain also played a key role in the Atlantic slave trade before later leading the movement to end it. Queen Victoria ruled from 1837 to 1901. Her reign saw great changes in science, industry, and global power. The British Empire became the largest in the world. Railways, electricity, and medicine advanced. British culture and language spread across the globe, but the empire also caused suffering in many countries. At home, reforms began to improve education, health, and workers' rights. In 1914, Britain entered World War I. Millions of soldiers fought in Europe. It was one of the deadliest wars in history. Many young men died in the trenches of France and Belgium. The war ended in 1918, but its effects lasted long. After the war, women gained the right to vote, and Britain's global power began to decline. The Irish War of Independence has also led to the creation of the Republic of Ireland in 1922. In 1939, Britain once again went to war, this time against Nazi Germany. Under Prime Minister Winston Churchill, the UK played a key role in the Allied victory. London was bombed heavily during the Blitz. British forces fought in Europe, Africa, and Asia. The war ended in 1945, but the country was deeply damaged. The war also led to the beginning of the end for the British Empire. After World War II, Britain's colonies began to gain independence. India, the jewel of the crown, became independent in 1947. Over the next decades, many countries left the empire. Today, many are part of the Commonwealth, a group of independent nations connected by shared history and values. The UK turned its focus to Europe and joined the European Union in 1973. The second half of the 20th century brought big political changes. Margaret Thatcher became the first female prime minister in 1979 and led with strong conservative ideas. Later, Tony Blair's government brought in reforms under the Labour Party. In recent years, the UK faced major challenges like Brexit, the decision to leave the European Union in 2016. This led to political debates about the economy, immigration, and national identity. The British royal family remains a symbol of tradition. Queen Elizabeth II ruled from 1952 to 2022, becoming the longest-reigning monarch in British history. Her steady leadership earned respect worldwide. After her death, her son Charles became King Charles III. The royal family still plays a ceremonial role. The government is run by elected leaders. British culture has influenced the world in many ways. The UK gave us the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Harry Potter, and James Bond. It's the home of famous writers like Charles Dickens, Jane Austen, and J.K. Rowling. The UK also leads in science, technology, and education. Its universities, such as Oxford and Cambridge, are world-renowned. British humor, fashion, and media continue to reach global audiences. Today's UK is a multicultural society. People from all over the world live and work there. London is one of the most diverse cities on Earth. The UK has faced challenges like economic inequality, immigration issues, and debates over national identity. But it also celebrates its diversity through food, festivals, and public life. The National Health Service remains a source of national pride. While England is the largest part of the UK, the other nations have unique identities. Scotland has its own legal system and parliament. Wales has a strong cultural revival, including its own language. Northern Ireland has a complex history of conflict, especially between Catholics and Protestants. The Good Friday Agreement in 1998 brought peace, but questions about the future still remain. The United Kingdom has a long and fascinating history. It has survived invasions, civil wars, world wars, and massive social changes. From an island of tribes to a global empire, and now a modern democratic country, the UK's journey is one of resilience, innovation, and adaptation. As the world changes, so too does the United Kingdom. And while its future is uncertain, its past will always shape the path ahead. Thank you for watching this documentary. If you enjoyed this journey through British history and society, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the past.